Hello, this is Glenda, and what I have here are some turquoise beads, and they're different styles and colors. So I'm gonna attempt to make something like that with soap dough. What I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna chop up this soap dough. It's still very hard. I haven't conditioned it because it actually works better. At least when working with polymer clay, it works better to do it with unconditioned material. Okay, after chopping them up, I'm going to make sure they're not sticking together, but that they're all separate for the most part. Alright, so what I have here is some gold mica from Brambleberry, and I'm going to put a little bit into this, well, it's a container cover, but I'm just going to use it as a working area now. And I have here some alcohol, 70%. It doesn't matter, I don't think it matters what grade you have of alcohol. It could be 99% or 50%. I don't think it matters. So what I'm doing is that I'm just mixing it. And actually I added too much alcohol, so I'm trying to move some of the pigment to the area where there's no alcohol. So I'm gonna do half of the soap with the gold. I'm just gonna paint it, and then the other half I'm gonna use black oxide powder. And right now it's just giving it a very faint shimmer. So I'm actually going to add some of the powder because I want it to be more opaque. Now I'm gonna get my hands messy, and I'm just going to move them around to make sure that they're properly coated. And I do think I need more, but anyway, that's all I'm gonna do. Just cover it with gold, and then I'm gonna do the same to this one, except I'm going to use black. So it's a little bit of black oxide powder mixed with alcohol. And this one I had less alcohol, so you can tell it's giving me a more opaque effect. Alright, so it's been a couple minutes, not really long. I added more of the gold mica powder on this one. And what I'm going to attempt to do now is just to attempt to squeeze them together, and hopefully they can stick to each other. Let's see. The alcohol helps it sort of stick together, but it seems it's gonna, some parts are just coming off. So I'm going to keep pressing. If you don't want to get your hands all messy, I watched a tutorial on YouTube for polymer clay where she used a plastic bag to mix it and press it. So I suppose you could also do that. Okay, it's beginning to get soft, and I can see it's gonna stick together. Alright, so I'm going to cut this now to see what it looks like inside and see if this worked. So I'm going to just slice it, and look at that. So we have some of the gold, you can see there. That I can either make nuggets, like bead nuggets, by just shaping it around the corners, or I could just keep slicing it. So let's see. So that's another one. So I'm trying to clean the parts where you can see the drag of the mica. But that's not bad for a soap project. This one's hopefully, look, let me get out the other beads. Maybe like this one. Except that one doesn't have as much gold. Or maybe that one. It has some gold. Maybe. Now let's cut into the black one. We still have some drag. It's looking a little too dark. Let's cut another one. Okay, I think that's looking better. Now, what I have to figure out is how am I going to give them some shine, or do I need to give them some shine? Because most gemstones are shiny. They've been polished. And I cannot really polish soap. But I've heard that if I wet it with water, it can give it some of a shiny look. But I don't want the wetness, you know, the water to just ruin all this paint that we have with the micas and the pigments. So maybe I'll just leave it as is. So there you go. If you want to try this and want to share how it goes for you, let me know. And now I just have to think of a soap that I can incorporate this into, and what kind of fragrance should I add to it. I know that Brambleberry has turquoise fragrance, and I got a sample once, but I don't remember if I liked it or not, and I'm guessing I didn't like it as much, otherwise I would remember. But anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye. Alright, so yesterday I did try wetting the turquoise soap beads, and I cannot tell that it made a difference. To me, they look the same. I did try buffing this a little bit with some cotton fabric, and it seems to be slightly, I think it's hard to be seen on camera. I did it for this one as well. And this is the one for which I didn't do it. So I don't know if you can tell a difference or not. But in person, this one seems slightly more reflective than the one that I didn't do anything to. But it's nothing that I think is worth the trouble for. But just in case you were curious.